Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Phelps, and I'm here to talk to you about a fundamental problem I see affecting our dental practices nationwide, and the solution I came up with to address it. So, what's the problem? Well, all of us need new patients, right? It's one of the hottest topics in dentistry right now. How do I get more people in the door? And what we don't realize is that we're missing a lot of opportunity that we're already getting every day, and we don't even see it. And so what is that opportunity? Well, believe it or not, we're finding that most offices are missing about 40 to 50 potential new patient calls a month, just from the volume you're already getting, okay? And that's nationwide. That's a pretty staggering number when you consider that each new patient we're valuing as at least worth $1,000 in the first year alone. When you factor all the things that they do in the office, they should be worth at least $1,000 to you in the first year alone, okay? So what does that mean? Well, if you're missing 40 to 50 potential new patient calls already, each one of those is worth $1,000. That means it's costing you $40,000 to $50,000 a month in lost revenue. That's a staggering amount. I mean, you want to grow 25%, you want to grow 50% from the year before? Recover the lost calls, right? At $1,000 each, you'll make it up that year, okay? It's a very easy way to grow your practices. But it's very hard to do, and why? Because we don't even see the problem. The other question I get asked is, well, how am I missing that many calls? You know, we're not missing that many calls. My front desk does a great job, whatever. But the sad reality is that as hard as they try, you're always going to miss some calls, okay, until now. But why are they missing them? Well, number one, you're usually understaffed, okay? You've got one staff member at the front and too many calls coming in for them to handle it. So if they're checking out a patient, an existing patient, right, or on the phone with an insurance company or something, then the phone call cannot get through, okay? Even practices with 2 people, you're not safe. I actually have 3 people at my offices at the front desk answering the telephone, okay? So you're understaffed is a big problem. If you did have multiple staff members, guess what? They're still tying up the new patient lines, okay? Well, if Tina's on the phone with the insurance company verifying benefits for your patient, she's on hold for 20 or 30 minutes on average, okay? And Jill is on the other phone that you got in the office and on hold, right? Confirming patients for the next day or working with another patient on the telephone. And now they're both on the phone and a new patient calls, guess what happens? The call gets missed. And what we define missed is that the call is either unanswered, meaning that the call never gets through, the caller hangs up before it connects. The caller gets a busy signal, or the call goes to voicemail, because again, no one could grab it, right? That's what we define all as a missed call. So why else are we missing them? Well, maybe the patients are calling when you're not there, okay? A lot of us go to lunch from 1 to 2, the whole office clears out. Well, guess when potential new patients call your office for an appointment? When they get back from lunch at 1 o'clock. They pick up the phone and call, and no one's there to grab the phone, okay? Maybe it's on Fridays, right? Some of you may not be open on Fridays, and that's okay, right? But what we're finding is potential new patients are calling on Fridays to see if you are open. So even if you don't want to be there, sometimes the data can justify hiring a staff member to be there on Friday to grab those calls. If not, you're missing a significant amount of opportunity, okay? Going out the door every month. And so what's the solution? All right, how do we get rid of these missed calls? How do we decrease these things as much as we can and get more of that $40,000 to $50,000 a month coming back into the practice? Well, the solution comes from something I created, patent-pending technology, okay, which has allowed me to decrease my missed calls from over 120 a month is what I used to get to now less than 5, okay? And here's how I did it. It's a 2-part plan.